So it's week 5. Time to get back into the hive again. Last week we put on a second deep. So we're going in. We're going to see hopefully progress up in the second deep. Probably won't manipulate many frames up there. Maybe a little bit of frame manipulation down bottom. Going to be checking for eggs as always, and the condition of our larva. Make sure that's all wet and they're getting enough protein, and see how they're doing. So I got everything ready like normal. I'll give them a little smoke. Yeah, I forgot I got a feeder up here. Feeder is probably empty. Yes, definitely empty. I'm gonna put another gallon on, but now they're going to it a little quicker. I may switch to a 2-gallon feeder. Not a lot of work up top. I may switch to a 2-gallon feeder to keep them fed, but I definitely got to make sure I check on them, you know, in less than a week. So you can use your outer cover to set this second hive body on. I don't like bending over, so I put it on. I'm stuck to frames. Normally I go through the bottom first, but because they haven't really done anything up here, actually they've done more than I thought, but not a lot. So I am going to go through the bottom first, see what they're doing. Pull these out of the way. Start on our outside. They're working it, but no brood out here. Yet. Now our population is increasing now, which is good. There's still no brood out here either. Really slowed down because this weather has been not helping beekeepers anywhere. All right, so I've already found eggs, and it's still important to it's just an empty queen cell. Still important to find eggs. Even though now it's easy to find larvae, eggs are the key. When you ask your mentor for advice, they're always going to ask you, did you see eggs? And saying, I think I did, is not a good answer. It's nice to, you got to be sure. And filming that in, oh, there's the queen. Did you get her, Austin? Mm-hmm. So we saw eggs already. And we saw the queen. Now these both have brood on them, so I don't want to separate them too far. Well, they're filling in with honey. Another thing to check for is to make sure that your queen has room to lay. A lot of people want to blame the queen for going bad on them, but what can happen is if you're requeening a hive when you're feeding, they start filling in cells, and you want to make sure she has empty cells to lay in. She's filled in all these. Beautiful. There's a couple queen cells, but nothing in them. So yeah, managing, this is one of the older frames. Managing space for her to lay is important. Which is difficult for new beekeepers who only have one hive. It's tough for them to find empty cells, empty frames, you know, to make sure she has room. But it's something you want to watch for. And sadly, progress is a little slow, probably mostly due to the weather. Did I spray this one on this side? I don't believe I did. I'm going to go through this a little bit just to see what they're working on. Before I put this on, I'll put my pollen patty down low here, because that's over most of the brood, even if there is a little bit of brood up top. But I don't think there's much. Maybe there's a frame or so with eggs on it. Always give it another spray. Yeah, not really doing much up here yet. We need some sunny days. Austin, why didn't you remind me to put those Apivar strips back in? Not a problem. That's gonna go there. Yeah, she did lay up here a little bit. See the eggs? So they're going to continue to work this. I'm not going to spray these eggs, but spray over here. And that's nice that she went back down. Yeah, there's eggs on this side too, Austin. Got burr comb tying these bottoms together. Yep, she laid on this one too. There might be even eggs in this burr comb, but we're going to get rid of it. They'll start working this frame now that there's eggs on it. Next week, hopefully we'll get some more better weather and yeah, I started working this. No eggs on this one though. Week 5, always a boring week in the package. Some of you may not have maybe putting on your second deep this week.
You got the strip in there.
Oh yeah, I gotta put that over here. Because you weren't quite ready to last week. Every hive's gonna differ. Close this up. Not a lot of frame manipulation until they stop building out up here. If they start building the full frame out up here, I may swap it and push it down. They always want to move up. They don't like moving back down. My 2 sticks. Now I'm going to put a gallon on, but this gallon is not making it a week anymore. So I'm going to check Wednesday, and I may replace this with a 2-gallon feeder, just so I don't have to check in the middle of the week. That's about it. Otherwise, we wait another week, do it again.